Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day. Today is Sunday the 7th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, earlier than I really wanted to. Didn't sleep real good. I think I was nervous about the trip back to Iowa. Crazy cold winter weather. I'm not really a fan of being up north in the winter anymore. I'm just kind of over that whole thing. This will be the second time since I moved away that I've been back in gross winter weather, and it's not looking forward to it. But went ahead, got up though, got out, got in the hot tub for a little bit, hung out a little around the house. Went ahead and turned the hot tub down because I figured my wife, she's only been in it once since I bought the damn hot tub, and didn't figure she'd be in it while I was gone. So turned it down, so it's just basically running the filter and keeping it warm, but not wasting all the electricity, keeping it 104 degrees. So, but yeah, hung out there. Wife and mom headed off to the store. They had to go do some grocery shopping and whatnot, and I just hung around. Shortly after they left, I decided to get my run in. Went and got my run done. Got back, got a shower. Had dog reach out. Was getting dropped off today. Wife was heading back, and we was trying to schedule that up. So they got the dog dropped off. Wife got home. Basically chilled out. They got the groceries put away and stuff. Dog got dropped off and was just hanging around, and the dog was, you could tell, was confused because there's no Bruce around. So she was like, hey, I remember there being other dogs here normally, and normally there's like multiple dogs here. This would be the first time ever she'd even been here with just her and Bruce, and it's just her and my wife and myself and my mom. So it's literally no dogs at all, and she is confused as hell. So, but we got a few things. I got her outside, played with her a little bit. She was kind of like just looking for other dogs, like, where are these dogs? I still smell them, but I don't see them. So it was kind of confusing, the whole process there. So got a couple of things done, finished getting my stuff packed. We were trying to figure out if my wife was taking me to the airport or if I was driving myself, and she decided it'd be easier just to take myself. That way on next Friday when I fly back home, if something happens with her dad and whatnot, whatever, we don't have to mess with it, and she don't have to worry about trying to get over to get me. So in worst case scenario, I could have found somebody else who would be able to come pick me up, I'm certain. But this way, it's just, I think it's only $14 a day, whatever, to park, which means only, that's a shit ton of money. You know, I mean, it's a couple hours of work for some people just to park your car in a parking lot, you know, per day. So, but yeah, went ahead and said hello, took the truck, headed over. Isn't that weird? Like, the airport I fly out of is like super quick to get in and out of, and I don't really usually worry about it too much. But it was one of those things that with the storms coming and whatnot north, and I was like, let's get there early, no big deal. So I headed over, ended up having myself a nice little cigar on the drive over, knowing I wouldn't be smoking again for the next like 5 to 6 hours, what it was, till I got back to Ottumwa. So went ahead, chilled out there, got to the airport, was walking in and had a little bit of my cigar to finish, so I was walking up towards the airport, and the shuttle bus stopped and asked one ride. I'm like, I'm good. I'm just going to finish walking. So it's not that big deal. It was kind of a bit of a pain in the butt because I'm carrying my bags and stuff. I don't have a rolly bag. But got in there, finished off my soda that I had. I had a water bottle that I actually brought my cooler with me to keep it as frozen solid as possible, to have as much of my water on the trip. So when I get here and stuff, because I like my reverse osmosis filtered water. So it seems to do well for me. But luckily there was not enough melted in it they allowed it to count. I could still send it through as ice. So had that. Also, I had a 3-flame torch lighter in my pocket. I had a single flame torch lighter in my bag, and then I had a single flame torch lighter in my Hufador in my bag for my cigars and stuff. And I was told if you had a single flame torch, you could bring it. I'm like, whatever, who cares, who knows. So they pulled my bag off to the side. He wants to look through it and stuff. And some people are like, have you open it and you show them what it is. Other times they open it themselves. It's back and forth. No, I don't. Everything's different. As I'm standing there to get in the checkout line to have the stuff x-rayed and stuff, the line to my right, the guy is telling them, take out all laptops, iPads, everything electronic needs to be out in a separate, container, da-da-da-da-da. So I lean up, and the guy ahead of me, I swear I'm hearing him say, in my row, nope, electronics stay in the bag. And these are 10, maybe 11 feet apart, and they're completely giving different directions. So I lean up the guy in my row, and I'm like, hey, I have an iPad in here. It's not a computer, it's an iPad. Do I leave it inside? Yeah, absolutely. Even laptops stay in the bag. And I'm like, okay, because that guy right there is screaming, laptops come out of the bag. And then you're saying, laptops stay in the bag. And I'm like, what the hell? So I left in the bag, took my shoes off, all that bullshit, whatever, da-da-da, and then sent it through. So I get through the thing, little body scanner, and then I go over there, and he opens it up and has to look for it. He wants to see what's in my bottle, my frozen water. He wants to check it and verify that it's still frozen, which he lets it go through. And then he has to open up my Hufador and sees the single torch fine, whatever. He pulls a single torch out, and he's like, well, you can take it back to the car. I said, no, I'm good. You just have it to travel with. I said, nope, can't pass it off. Nobody just throw it away. And my thought was, if I go back through security, you're going to rescan my shit, and you're going to find more. So I have 3 more lighters in my bag now at this point, and 1 in my pocket at this point. And you guys ain't saying shit about that, which terrifies me how lackadaisy our security is. And that guy's going to sit there and go, I saved the world. I pulled that torch out of that bag, and I'm going to keep it. I'm going to throw it away, whatever, blah, blah. Fine. You don't realize I have a triple torch in my pocket and 2 more torches, single torches, in my bag that, by the way, are on my carry-on. They're going in the cabin with me that could easily light the plane on fire or light a bomb or what the fuck ever. And I'm like, you guys are really bad at your job, aren't you? Like, it's that whole concept of you guys have, and you think you're doing good, but you're not. And it's false sense of security and stuff. Just like taking your shoes off. Nobody gives a shit on taking your shoes off. It doesn't do a damn thing anymore, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's kind of what we got going there. So went ahead, said to hell with it, and got through. Went over to wait, found my actual gate, made sure I was at the right gate, how we do that stuff. And I thought, well, I'll go back. And I actually had thought, I'm going to go buy like an old fashioned. I'm going to get myself a drink. I was a little bit nervous about the whole flight thing for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why, but I kind of was. So I'm like, okay. And I'd had a little bit of upset stomach in that this morning. So I'm like, I'm just going to have a drink, kind of settle down. And then saw the prices and went, no, I'm not having a drink. I don't need to drink that bag. So I could have drank, brought something with me and drank it in the parking lot before I came in. But I was like, I'm good. So got on the plane, finally started loading us. We got loaded a little bit early, which is fine. I have no problem with that at all. Had an old couple that's announced they're going to start loading us. She headed off to the bathroom, asked him if he'd watch my bags and my coat so I could run off the bathroom also. Didn't feel like trying to carry it out with me, and they said absolutely 100% all good. So went over, got back in, got loaded up, and ended up in row 7F, whatever, which was a window seat right in front of the motor, right in front of the wing. So I'm like, cool, nice little spot, everything's good. Had a older couple next to me. He's an engineer, she's a nurse. We were chatting a little bit and stuff. As they're getting the plane loaded up, they were already sitting down, they had to move so I could even get in, yada yada. And then the flight attendant came by and said, hey, our flight's pretty empty, and we have some empty rows if you guys want to spread apart, if you're not traveling together and stuff and whatnot. And I'm like, they asked if I want to move. I'm like, no, I'm perfectly good here. Like, this is a good seat. I got a perfect window out, so it's right perfect where I want it. I don't want to have to lean forward and back to look at the windows and stuff and whatnot. And they're like, oh, I think we'll move 1 seat up. So they moved up 1 seat. So they had a whole row themselves. So went husband in the aisle, wife the window, and she didn't have to be sitting in the middle, which is fine. And now I'm on the window with the entire row to myself, looking out the window off and on stuff. Flight took off, and it is the noisiest, rattliest plane I've ever been on. Like, the windows are rattling, it's got the little things and stuff. The overheads are rattling and stuff. Like, this thing it felt like you're on an old bus going down a bumpy road. Like, it was just rattling and crazy. And I was like, holy crap. To the point that I had my headphones in. I turned my headphones full blast and was having trouble hearing my podcast over the plane rattling during climb. And I was like, holy crap, that's bad. So get in the air, finally level off a little bit, whatnot. It's still rattling. It's still a noisy plane. It's one of the noisier planes I've been on. Like, this thing sounds like a single engine Cessna. This thing is just loud as shit. So, but we get there and stuff, and this guy is hauling butt. He is making up time. We end up cutting off about 25 minutes, I think, or so, whatever, of the flight travel time, what they estimated it to be. So we get there, text my buddy and said, hey, just so you know, I'm on the ground, whatever. I still got to get off the plane. I got to get through and whatnot, whatever. And then basically I text back. I'm like, hey, did you get my message? Are you alive? Whatever. And he's like, yeah, I'm here. I got the message. I'm like, okay. So I basically head down, and coming out of the Des Moines airport, there's basically one little exit where it comes off the departure and stuff. You come down, there's a bunch of seating down there. People wait for, people get picked up. And usually Terry waits outside kind of thing in the truck and just picks me up there. So I walk right down the escalator, head over, use the restroom, and I walk outside, and I call him, and I'm like, hey, I'm out here at pick up 7 spot, whatever, where, you can circle around. He goes, what the hell do you mean you're outside? I'm like, I'm outside. He goes, I was inside. And he was sitting inside, literally waiting to watch me walk down the escalator, and completely missed me. The dude did not see me walk down at all. I wasn't looking for him because I assumed he'd be outside in the truck waiting for me, kind of thing. And nope, inside. So I was like, dude, what the hell are you doing? You should be outside the truck running. What the hell? It's cold out here. So went ahead, we laughed and joked and stopped by Casey's. I told him, I said, hey, when I land on the ground, order me a pizza from the local Casey's right there, and then we'll swing by and pick it up. It'll take him about that long to make the damn thing. He goes, oh, they have slices available in the thing. Well, I get there, and those slices were gross as shit. They were they were dry. They were just sitting under the heat lamp for way too long. So I ate a little bit of stuff, and they weren't really worth eating. But I grabbed myself some chocolate milk, down the chocolate milk and whatnot. So then we're getting back to town. I wasn't sure if we were going to the farm or going to his house and whatnot and stuff. And we decided to go to his house. I said, hey, since we're going to your house only and stuff, and I grabbed a single Mountain Dew at Casey. I said, stop by Hy-Vee Fairway, stop by somewhere, I don't care. And then I'm going to run in and grab some more, sodas and whatnot. So I ran in and grabbed some chip dip, some chip, and basically some sodas and whatever and stuff, and headed back out real quick, and was able to basically head to the house, hang out with Senior, enjoyed ourselves some cigars, and then headed upstairs and went to bed and froze to death because the room I'm in is above the garage, and the garage isn't heated, so there's no heat there and whatnot, and it's got the cold floor. And man, I don't know if like the girls have like stuff on top of the air vent or what, but it was so cold. The house is only 65 degrees to begin with. Like it's cold as shit in that house to begin with. And then I'm in the coldest room in the house, and I would get myself, I got every blanket out of the closet I could find piled up on the bed, and I would get myself where I was just starting to get kind of warm, and I'd be like, okay, it's not quite so bad. I can feel the warmth coming back to the sheets and the blankets and the whatever, and then I'd have to move because I wasn't very comfortable, and I'd touch that cold sheet and I'd be right awake. I'd be like, ah, shit, it's too cold. This is so ridiculous. So that's what I ended up with, fighting that whole process. It was not the greatest time, but it was good to see Senior. Good to be back here a little bit, talking to people and stuff. Enjoy a nice cigar with them and just shot the shit about whatever. So that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.